Hi, and thank you for joining me tonight. I've got some exciting news for you. At least, I think it is. And I'll show you. Opening up my screen share. Oh, and thank you for being with me. Opening up the Forex. So you can see what I'm talking about. And this is what's so exciting. Yesterday, when this trade ended, we were at negative $24.35 or 2,435 pips. Look at where we're at today. Negative $20.01 or negative 2,001 pips. Not that bad of a deal. Now let me explain a little bit to you. This is New Zealand USD and it's through Forex.com. It's a buy and my entry point price is at 0.68310. My stop loss is still at, go back down to the 4 hour, at a negative 6,000 pips, or 0.62310. My take profit is also at 6,000 pips, profit of $60, or 0.74310. And in the short time we've been talking, it went from negative $20.01 down to negative $19.79. It's turning around, people. It's exactly what I was telling you. Now keep in mind, I keep my stop loss and take profit 1-to-1 ratio. Same amount of risk, same amount of profit. For the longer time of a trade, the longer I'm in it, the easier and the less risk I have for a turnaround or a drawback or anything that wants to come my way. So, being that I have a 0.01 lot size, I don't lose a lot, very little. Keeping my stop loss at the 6,000 pips or the negative $60 and my take profit at the same of 6,000 pips or a positive $60 because it's profit has kept it so I don't have to worry so much. Now let me show you something. Many people have asked me, well, why don't you put in another position? You could. There's many of them that you could do another sell or another position on a buy. Well, in this broker, they have what is an FIFO, or first in, first out rule that they run with. So if I were to take and put another buy position, my first buy would have to be removed before the second one, regardless if it's in profit or not. So I tend not to do that. And let me show you something. Many have said, well, why do you hit the higher time charts? Well, here you go. The minute. How much can you see here? Can you see anything? Can you tell me where you can put your entry price, your stop loss, and your take profit? I don't have a full picture here. The 5 minute. Couple sentences of a story. See a little bit, but not a lot. The 15 minute. Okay, we have maybe the first paragraph depending on how fast you read. Sometimes not so quickly depending on the type of book it is, the type of story it is. You still don't have very much information to know where this trade's going. The 30-minute, you might have the first chapter, maybe, if you're a fast reader, but still, you do not have the full story. So unless you are a quicker trader and what is called a scalping trader, the lower time charts don't mean much, can't give you much. So I head into the 1 hour and I'm getting a clearer picture, but it only goes back to January of 2018, this year. Still not a whole lot of information for me. So we're going to go to the 4 hour, and most people trade on this chart. Many people do. I just want a bigger story. That's why I hit the day chart. And hitting the day chart, I can see what the trend line is doing on this trade. And it goes back to December 31st of 2013, over 5 years ago. I know I can do just about, or almost 5 years ago. So if I look at this trade, when you trade right, but you look left. And looking left, I can see the trend and how this trade has been going. And while we've been talking, we're down to negative $19.34. It is exciting. This trade is exhilarating. It keeps me on my toes. And if you can see what I see with the the trend that the trade is doing, sorry about that. My tongue has a tendency to confuse words, all due to my health issues. But at this time of day, I know what I can do because I've already relearned everything that I knew yesterday. That's why there's not a lot of signals, indicators on this chart. It's considered a naked chart. And seeing how it goes 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3. It touches, then it goes up. Then it touches, and then it goes up. And it touches, and it goes. You see the pattern it's got? And that goes up, and then it does 3, and it goes up, and 3, and it goes all through this trade. You can see how it hits 3 times, and then it shoots up, where we are definitely shooting up. It's exciting to see that this trade is doing exactly what I was seeing it was doing. It takes time, and we probably won't hit our profit, our take profit, until maybe the end of the month. So we still have 11 days, at least, if not a little less, because the market is opened from Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern to Sunday at 5 closed from 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday to 5 p.m. on Sunday Eastern. It opens back up. So during that time frame, that 48 hours, the market is closed unless you're doing cryptocurrency. And then you're always open. Or other commodities, then it's always open. That's the only difference. All the other times, Forex is closed. The market is closed during that time frame. This is too exciting. And if you can see it, now is a good time to get going in it. I keep it as simple as possible because at night I go through grand mal seizures, clearing my memory. I have no memory when I wake up in the morning, don't even know who I am. So I need to find a way, and that's why I trade the way I do, that anyone can do it. Anyone can succeed. Anyone can show that they can continue. Now my balance is at 720.91 because the market for the fee for 24 hours took out 7 cents. Every 24 hours, it could be anywhere from 2 cents to as high as I've seen at 12. But it's not too bad, and it's not anything to be overly concerned about, especially when the market's turned around and doing exactly what I've been saying it would be doing. Now, many people say, well, why don't you put the trend lines on here? Why don't you do the indicators? And I think I just explained that because I have to relearn them every single day. And it's kind of difficult to do that. So I tend to go into higher time charts to see exactly the pattern, the trend that the specific trade is doing. Notice I'm only doing one trade, and it's months long. It's not quick fix. Trading in the Forex or in the market should never have emotion tied to it or quick fix, because it takes patience and it takes time. Granted, my balance changes, and that's due to other possible trades I have that I've actually put a certain amount into this trade, making the margin level over 3,000. That is to make sure I don't stomp out. And stomping out is if the broker sees I've lost so much that they hit my stop loss and they release my account. I stomp out, meaning I'm no longer in the trade. I don't like that idea. So I keep it over the 3,400, because if you get below 100 or 100 and to about 6, they will shut your account down. They will shut the trade down. So I like to keep my margin level as high as possible to eliminate that issue. That's why I keep a 0.01 lot size, so I can stay in the trade to a longer extent of time. Now, I hope I've answered as many questions as possible, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my screen share and see if there's any questions that need to be answered. Going once, going twice, and gone. Recently, I attended an event in Fort Lauderdale, Florida over this last weekend, and it was amazing. And if you missed it, there was a lot of information you missed out on. However, our next event is in Las Vegas in March. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep that in mind and plan your budget around to coming to that event. Tickets are for sale already, and you would go to iml.com to buy your tickets. Trust me, you will not be disappointed, and it will be amazing. If you cannot afford to do it right now, it's not an issue. Start saving so that you can attend the event in March, and I'll be happy to see you. In the meantime, look me up on Facebook at Cat's Corner Skags. So that's KATSKORNER space SKAGGS. Reach out to me and I'll be happy to train you or teach you how to do certain things with my videos and give you more information if you want to increase your income and do it in the comfort of your home or your smartphone. I hope you have a fantastic remainder of your day or night, wherever you might be. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.